and bottled in majestic mountains. Liquid Death Mountain water will murder your thirst.
Now I'll pour it with them.
Well, it's got you twice. Oh, goodness.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Hi. Happy Sunday. It is us, the Renards, the current keepers of the Doomtrooper.
Man.
Justin, why is there no lighting? I'm sitting in your shadow. Well, hello, Felix the Mage. Thank you for following.
Wait.
Ooh. What's up? How did the deck binder go?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
What's happening with your hair? What's happening? Just
It's rubbing my eyes.
that's supposed to. Wait, come. There's just one more. It's this right here. Okay.
There.
Sure. That'll do it. That'll cover it all up.
Yeah, I fell asleep yesterday, like in the middle of the day.
Oh, this never happens.
Yeah.
He made us take a nap because we watched an episode of something and then he just laid down on me and I was like, he's like, don't try to get rid of me, and then we slept for 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's still gonna go live on Monday. I'm just anything that isn't like finalized just won't go live yet, but the new foundation and everything that we've built still looking fine. And some of the new features obviously are done. I might hold back the import export to file just to see if Doom Guy and I can come up with a way to do it to a string instead of a file, just like so it could be easier to share, and we don't have to maintain a string format and a file format moving forward if we only launch the string format. So
All right.
Felix the Mage says, hello guys, great fan of Doomtrooper. I appreciate that. I too am a big fan of Doomtrooper, and I'm a big fan of Felix the Mage.
This is all true.
Oh, so Julie's gonna talk to you guys.
I am.
While I wake up. I did not sleep well last night.
Yeah, you're super sleepy right now.
I woke up like
tell.
every hour with like a feeling of panic, but no reason.
Yeah. That's weird. Oh, wait. Okay, take my temperature. What does it say? 97.6? Isn't that, like, cold? Isn't that, like, a whole degree lower than it's supposed to be? Does that mean I'm dead? What's yours?
Also 97.6.
Okay, wait. Now I'm suspicious that this isn't really working. We just got this. Like, he literally just ran outside and got
My
it.
arm is 97.4.
Okay, hold on. Do this. Do, like, right here.
97.2.
Oh.
So it is getting different ones. Go back to bed.
Okay.
This is the Julie show. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny that coronavirus is still killing more people, but people are less caring. Like they don't care anymore, so it's easier to buy thermometers finally. It's been impossible to buy a thermometer for the longest time.
Yeah, but now we got a cool one. Now we got one of these forehead ones. We never had that before. We just had the one you put in your mouth.
It came from China.
They made the virus.
So there's all that conspiracy, plenty of conspiracy theories you could come up with where it's like,
Pick one.
yeah. No, I don't blame the Chinese.
Just to sell their own thermometers and PPE.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy by China to sell more thermometers, guys. I figured it out.
I thought it was just fake.
Those Chinese are so smart. Damn it.
Selling thermometers.
People will care more now that Trump has it. I don't know.
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
He's gonna get out and be like, it was fine.
I'm good.
I'm good. It's not.
Say, what are you talking about?
You don't even need masks.
It's
Oh,
cool.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of coronavirus, I've been reading a couple of reports that do say that blood type might be a big link as to why some people are asymptomatic and some people fucking die. If you have type O blood, you're good. Type A blood,
Not you're good. You're not immune.
not so good.
She's not saying that you're immune by your blood type, for the record.
This is true.
Why are there no cats?
Fucking assholes. I always... Damn it, they lasted 5 minutes in here. What? Why? Why do we always have to deal with cats not appreciating, our stuff?
Seven, are you in the U.S.? No, you're not, right?
No, he's not.
Yeah, well, in the U.S., so I have a heart condition. I was born premature. I survived cancer and chemotherapy, which means lots of needles in my arm. And nobody ever tested my blood type.
I bet it was on your paperwork somewhere. And
I looked, I asked, everybody said, we don't test for that. The best I could figure out is insurance has to pay for every little thing you check on that blood form. And insurance hates paying for things in America. So
That's true.
if you check that blood type and don't have a reason, insurance won't pay for it and the doctor has to pay the bill or the person.
Come on.
So, 4 years ago, I went to the doctor and I said, I want to know my blood type. And they're like, well, we don't do that. I'm like, do it. I want to know. So they finally did it. I had to beg.
That's so weird. Well, anyways, we're both O positive. So apparently there's, I'm going to mess this up now. There's something something that we don't have with O positive or with O blood for the virus to attach itself to, and people with A blood have more of that or something, or have it at all. So something to keep in mind. Hi Flana. Yeah, the Buck, I think we all think that too, that he's doing the stunt to get out of the awful debates, one of the worst things I've ever watched. Yeah. Fun fact, most tests need to be medically necessary. This is true, otherwise they won't pay for it. You're O positive as well, Arch Inquisitor? Nice. Well, so apparently, they're still looking into it. There's so much they don't know about this virus, but it might be a thing.
Also, apparently, vitamin D is good for everything, including fighting the coronavirus.
That's true. That's true.
Mine tastes like oranges.
That is one of the best supplements I've ever taken, actually. That I just mean physically it tastes good.
So I've hinted at this a few times to people, by the way. Justin is dashing.
Oh, hold on. No, I agree. I agree, the Buck. I completely agree with what you're saying. Go on.
There's a code for a free pack on the screen right now in the release notes. So it's a reward for people who actually read the release notes, but if you are in the screen and you happen to not have noticed yet, I'm telling you now, there is a code for a free pack in the release notes. So go follow it.
The more you know. Yeah, I haven't seen the sun in months, exactly. But even before staying inside and blah, 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 we actually both did not have enough vitamin D. I made fun of him when I met him because he didn't, because he's a fucking nerd and he sits in front of the computer all day. And I used to be super tan because I was from Florida, and I was like, ha ha ha, you need vitamin D pills, that's funny. And now I'm also pale and I need vitamin D as well.
So we'll just go back and forwards on Julie random and me Doomtroopering.
That's what I'm here for. I'm only here to be random. I don't know about programming.
I spent some time yesterday on this animation. It's like slight, so the card kind of pops up.
Ooh, it's coming at you.
Yeah, it doesn't pulse or anything, but it just kind of pops up as you hover over it. I kind of like it. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think. I think it's pretty. I also rewrote the code yesterday for the card that pops up next to it. It's not perfect, but it gets lower as your card gets, or as your cursor gets lower. It used to stay in the same spot, but now it kind of follows your cursor. So that's a thing. Also, I got stuck last night. Move this. Hang on. Let me move our webcam. So I got stuck last night on this left pane because I want to put a delete icon, a plus icon, and a minus icon. But if you put them on the right, they're really small, and it makes the name of the card smaller, which is bad because you're already cutting off some of these names, the longer names. So I was trying to play with an idea where, like, when you hover over it, while you're hovered, it turns into a toolbar that would have the icons on it. But I couldn't figure out a way to make that good and feel right. So if anybody has any examples or ideas, let me know in Discord. Because like
Maybe you have no choice but to make the cards a little smaller, which I don't like, but
cards?
the physical cards in this display.
I'm talking about the left side over here.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just
there's
saying.
a limited amount of.
But I know that. I'm saying like.
No, there's
Alright.
there's a limited amount.
All right, fine.
So, yeah, I wasn't sure. I was looking at how Magic did it, which was interesting. I will ask you guys for your opinions on that in a second. But, anyways, nice little pop-ups, and I fixed this bar up here, the search bar, to work on different resolutions. It does not work below 1080p resolution right now. We're just out of space.
But the cat's being really cute right now. He's like all high from the. Oh, that angle's just not gonna capture him. He's in the truck. He's like, "Arrgh." Gops. Face. Oh. Yeah, I did. I absolutely put catnip down. Oh, there we go. I put catnip down right before we went live.
Oh shit! Missed it. It got all crazy. There we go.
Oh.
So there's our cat. All right. So yeah, I really like having this here. So it's a lot easier to find stuff. And I'm probably going to put icons for the factions next to it here eventually. But I'm not prioritizing that right now because it wasn't part of the original plan. I don't know if Steve is in here, but I was reading through some of his notes. And so the back button, I removed the back button that was in here that said back. Because it was, I don't know about you guys, but I would always click the back to menu button when I meant to click the back out of the deck button. And I would end up back at the main menu and have to come all the way back into the deck builder. So what Steve had suggested is there's just one button. So back takes me back, and if I click it again, I'm on the main menu. But if I'm in a deck, it's just a back button. So that frees up some screen real estate as well, which, as you know from the other streams, it's extremely valuable. So that's fun. Also, like I said in Discord, if you saw it, I don't plan on making this super public, but I fixed the original Easter egg, which is, so if you come to make a new deck, you know, you have the factions, the corporations, the Brotherhood, and the Algor. But if you enter into, let's say I'm going to make an Imperial deck, if the first card you add, and only the first card, is Cartel, and from that point forward, until you go back, you don't put any Mishma cards in, or Imperial cards, or anything, then you have a Cartel deck. And that's kind of the way it was originally supposed to work. but there was some bugs where it would get like stuck on the wrong faction. But if you make a new deck, let's say I'm making an Algaroth deck, and oh, we can't make an Algaroth deck, my bad, because it's not Cartel. Mishma. So you can make a Mishma deck, and the first card you put is Agent Nick Michaels. Right now, the deck has decided Cartel is a valid, or the server has decided Cartel is a valid faction. This is a Cartel deck. But the next card, second card, is Mishma. It no longer thinks Cartel is a valid after the first card, so now it's a Mishma deck, and it'll be a Mishma deck forever, and there's nothing I can do. As soon as I come back, I have a Mishma deck. So the Easter egg, and like I said, I'm only telling you guys because you're here, to get the secret faction, which will have its own rewards, it'll have its own faction level, it'll have its own everything. The first card you add has to be Cartel. And you can't add any other faction cards, and you will unlock the faction Cartel card. So, the more you know.
More you know.
And gone. Nope.
Oh, what the fuck?
I made the cat disappear.
Fuck.
It would have been great if it was like right on the snap, though. Like, God.
Gone. Damn, yo.
All right. So, anyways, I was talking about Magic, which I am really, really enjoying. My research here. So the color challenges in Magic are.
Oh wait. He says, "Is the egg gonna be forever?"
Yeah, and
Would it be like?
and we might add additional hidden factions in the future. For example, Dark Legion or White Star, or there's all kinds of stuff that we can do. But right now, the only hidden one is Cartel for launch. So in Magic, if you choose like say White, you play 4 matches, I believe, against the computer.
Hey, Matt's here. Hi.
And then you play 1 match against a real opponent, and it kind of eases you into understanding the synergies and the strategies of each color. And there's those matches for every color. It's really kind of cool because as a person who doesn't have any packs, I don't want to dive into the leaderboards because I haven't figured out how to make decks yet. But being eased into single player and earning decks as I go and understanding how these decks work is a really good way to get me to play for hours. Which is something that Doomtrooper struggled with. So I am going to be working later this month on improving the single player experience and the new user onboarding and stuff, probably starting with Mishma. And I'll try to make a little Mishma storyline where you get a deck and you upgrade it as you go so that you can ease in new player. And then if that goes well and people like it, then other people and myself can keep doing other factions. And we can eventually have a starter deck for every faction that you can earn for free.
This lion has braids in its hair. It's like beautiful.
Another great thing that and hi Matt, sorry. Another great thing that Magic does that I was noticing was this screen at the bottom, which is something that I've been working on privately. I was going to call it the today view, which is effectively what this is. I logged in, what should I be doing today? Because
We gotta keep people busy.
yeah, you need to know what to do or you just won't do it.
Yeah.
So I noticed, this is a new quest I'll get tomorrow. These are my other daily quests. So you're 3 dailies, just like us. Then they do a daily challenge and a weekly challenge. And then this is like the tutorial, and this is the next time I level up, I get something.
So this is showing you what you're working towards, this last one on the right?
No, well, this is just my experience points, which is something we don't show you right now. So I need to get that going. But I found this interesting, the challenging. Especially interesting, and if anyone knows about this, please fill me in. The daily challenge is to win 15 matches.
That's a lot.
And the weekly challenge is to win 15 matches.
So you do both at once.
Yeah,
basically.
so
That's a little weird.
So if I'm a diehard player, I just unlock both on Monday, and then I don't get another weekly for a week. Am I missing something? I found it weird that the daily and the weekly were both 0 for 15, 0 for 15. So if anybody knows...
It's a little weird, right?
Yeah, but it's really nice to have this right here. So when you compare it to Doomtrooper, we don't have anything glowing. We need to have some more glowing.
You don't have a lot of animation.
And then we just have these. So I want to redo the missions page and have it maybe the top one. And it's just basically like welcome or today or something. And it's just going to list different sections. Like, here are your missions, here are your challenge, here's your XP, here's your season rank. And figure out a way to make it really easy to look and see like, oh, wow, I can earn coins, packs, cosmetics, everything. Just like I learned a lot by looking at their store. Their store is really nice because it filters, featured items. And you can buy gems, you can buy packs, daily deals, bundles, avatars. Everything is nice and separated. And yesterday, I
have allergies.
Yeah, here's
blow my
another
nose.
one.
I'll be right back.
So I can buy 500 gems for 400 gems. So it's like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. So I just got 100 free gems, basically. Like, that's interesting to me. And yesterday I bought like 1,000 coins for 500 coins. Like, it's just like a reward for checking the store, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Yeah, Buck, that's probably a better deal. I mean, I'm not really actively playing at the moment. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how it works and what we can do to be a little bit better. And then their mastery program is nice. I imagine our supporter pack, it won't be quite like this, but we'll probably learn a lot from how other places do mastery packs as we do the same thing.
Okay, take my temperature again. Oh my god, it's gone up. 97.7. Uh-oh. Look at Obama. He's in Schnitzel's bed.
Oh my god! I'm the same. It's just a battle pass. Yeah, I mean, I've never really played games, Matt, that had battle passes, but ours is effectively that's what it is, but we need to figure out how our rewards are going to work. So.
No one is getting sick, okay?
Yeah, no one's getting sick.
No one's getting sick.
So I got a new Fitbit
That's all they can
is
talk
like
about.
super fancy, and it does skin temperature monitoring, which I find really. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
We just got this thermometer.
Yeah,
An hour ago. We're just excited, and we're fine. We're not above 98.6.
No, we bought it
Degrees
because
Fahrenheit.
we live in coronavirus. But anyways, I got the new Fitbit, and one of the things it tracks is skin temperature. So it'll tell me like in the morning if while I slept my temperature was above or below my baseline. And it also lets you track your core temperature.
Okay, hold on. RTX voice is fucking us up. I fucking hate it. Make it stop. They're gonna hear the air conditioner in the background. Oh well. Now you don't even see where it is. Great.
All right, check. All right, I turned off RTX voice for the time being. So anyways,
Now I can
it
do
tracks
Mickey Mouse
your
impressions.
ambient skin temperature, but it also has a place in the app that you can do your other temperature. So just for statistical data, I figured every morning I will log my actual temperature because it also automatically logs my skin temperature, and it's fun data. I really like monitoring like my sleep and seeing how much REM sleep I get every night and comparing it to did I smoke weed before I went to bed? Did I drink whiskey before I went to bed?
He does all this.
And seeing how it affects my quality of sleep. Turns out drinking a shot of espresso at 6:30 at night ruins your sleep. I learned that today.
Well, taking a 2-hour nap at like 4 o'clock also does.
And technically it's not Watchmen.
I was just gonna ask. I remember it's something else.
It's nothing really. It's just
It's like a Watchmen ripoff, though.
Yeah.
Because that totally is Watchmen. But where is this from? Is this a Loot Crate shirt?
Fab, I think.
Are you Fab?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like.
And this shirt's really old, but I love it. It's like a demon skull.
Demon Babies? I can't read that. The tag is actually huge, but it's like printed on the shirt.
Yep. So.
Yeah, Justin smokes weed, never would have guessed. Not really. To be fair, it's my really bad influence on him, so.
So I'm working on basically just trying to make sure that. Okay, so we have a lot of players that join every day, like 20, but only a small number of them stick around. and a very small number of them give us bad reviews.
We have a retention problem.
So keep writing good reviews. I try not to let it bother me too much because we are
That's not true.
we are in early access. So like it's gonna happen. Like this is the product that we've built and we're going to continue making it better. And I think No Man's Sky is a really good representation of why not to get too mad. Because No Man's Sky came out and they promised the world and they released, not in early access, like full release, and it was horrible. It had nothing, and it crashed all the time. And it was like the biggest failure in video game recent history. But today, No Man's Sky is amazing. It's award-winning. It gets tons of press, and tons of people are like, yeah, I came back to No Man's Sky, and I love it. I know Flan, if he's in here, will back it up. Like, it's solid, because the developers stuck by it, and they kept working. And that's what we're going to do. We're sticking by Doomtrooper, and we know, but we're different than No Man's Sky, because we know it's not done. But even after it's done, we're going to stick by and keep improving it because it's our passion. And yeah, so I think it's important to keep going.
We're already in too deep anyways.
Yeah. So the new player retention thing, I mean, the new tutorial, new single player content, like that will help a ton, as well as free stuff, the Today view showing you all the stuff that you can do, not necessarily just playing ranked matches. That'll help a lot. But by November, I'm also going to introduce draft mode. That's the plan. So I figure we already have all the pieces. I might as well just do it. So when you come into play, you'll have the ranked mode option, but you'll also have draft mode option. And if you do our supporter pass in that month, you will get tons of draft tickets to play. The first few drafts will be free as we're testing, of course, but it'll be pretty standard, like $1. It'll be like $1 per draft ticket, and you play X amount of matches before you lose. And you keep playing until you lose, like 3 matches or whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I think draft is going to be rad because it won't be faction restricted. So to begin, though, we're going to do draft mode as an event. So it'll be like Saturday and Sunday we run drafts and then we turn it off. And then I'll make changes and it'll come back the next Saturday and Sunday. But once we're happy with it, then I'll flip the switch and it'll be available and you'll use your draft tickets. And the supporter pass will come with the draft tickets. So. What's Julie doing?
Trying to get the cats to play with this. Which is always a thing, right? Because they just, like, don't care. Because they're cats. What are you doing?
I can't see Obama. I won't hold. It's too much of a...
It's too much.
Too much weight. Oh, man. Hey, Thorgal. We're just hanging out with the cats.
Trying to hang out with the cats. Thorgal, what's up? Hi, kitten.
Thorgal, if you are interested, I need a couple more starter decks that I can put in the deck browser for Monday. So if you have some good decks, hopefully Imperial, maybe a Brotherhood deck, something that's not 3 of every ultra rare personality, I would like to put those in to the starters deck system.
Okay.
So that people, well, I guess I have the game open. So on Monday, when people come in here and they click Get New Decks, I'll have the starter decks at the top, and then I'm going to separate it at the bottom, and I'm going to have additional decks. And it would be like, I'm going to put an author column as well, so it'd say author Thorgal, so you'll get your full credit.
That's nice. That's good. I don't have other than good. That's funny.
Well, if you want, you can give it to me, and I can make it a little less good, and then put it out there. But yeah, this fully works, which is kind of great. I'm having a lot of fun with it because I can come in here and screw up my deck and erase it, and then I can be like, all right, need that Mishma deck again. I gotta get rid of this alert though, and then now I have the Mishma deck again.
Nice.
And I'm going to add the same functionality in here, where there'll be a duplicate deck button, so when you click it, you'll have a copy, and it'll say copy of Mitch McGrader, and you can change it. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
I don't think I nerfed your decks.
For starters? For beginners?
Pretty sure I put your decks in as they were, didn't I? Oh wait, no, I think I added like 3 cards to them to make them an even 60, or I took out 3 cards to make it something. They were weird numbers, or they were the wrong number. I don't remember. I don't think I nerfed it though. Correct. Yeah. And if you missed it earlier, I added this little animation last night, so they kind of pop up as you scroll. I think I like it. We'll see. Update-wise, so the next update... Where's Doomed? I have the wrong...
Yo, you put in a search functionality.
I know, but it didn't come up. Did I break something? Alright, let's try that
Sorry,
again.
it's right there! Ah! Stop!
that?
Stop it!
Where is it?
Oh, what's wrong with your search, dude?
I don't know.
It's right there, though.
Maybe I broke something with the search again.
You obviously you did.
I've been changing the search to be a little bit better. So Doomed is going to be suspended in the next update. Brian pointed out, we're trying to suspend all cards that manipulate your opponent's destiny for the first turn, because the whole purpose of like Cardinal's Gift is that both players get 1 turn to get something out. So Doomed will get a little bit of a nerf, and somebody, I think Mung, was talking about adding Annihilate to some cards. I'm going to consider that to keep it on parity with other cards that get annihilated based on their functionality. And he was talking about like tight formation, and maybe it was Elite Trooper or something, like not being restricted but being unique, so that it would ramp up the potential for weenie decks, which I would like to...
Did you say weenie?
Yeah, weenie. Like tons of little guys instead of big guys.
Oh.
Which I would like to encourage for the sake of cartel decks. And... No, the strategy is still there, Thorgal. You just have to remove 1 guy from the board on the second turn. It's not going to be the end of the world. I would like to see if there's some way for Cartel to kind of embrace the weenie format. Maybe to generate little Cartel soldiers or something. If you guys have ideas, I've been tossing around ideas. And working on synergy, I want to make it so that there is more synergy with the cards. And I think a good first step would be to improve Undead Legionnaires. So how to make Undead Legionnaires a little more synergetic. I don't know if that's a word.
Synergy.
Also, Festering Wounds is going to be moved to Dark Legion. That's going to fuck some people up, but we're working on figuring out that. Because we want to move, cards that become like a crutch should become a crutch of 1 faction and not all factions as a long-term goal.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen the art for Garbage Dump. Actually, that just totally threw me off. Steve does a good job picking art.
I guess it is a garbage dump. I can't even tell what's happening in that image.
So yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this screen today. Well, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna finish this screen to have the plus and minus icons and the delete icons. I just gotta figure out how to make it a little prettier. And then I'm gonna populate a few of these tabs. And then that's pretty much it for the first version. I was showing, let's see if I have the code open. Sorry, 1 second. Visible. I think I can change 1 line. Maybe it won't break. Yeah. So what you're looking at right now is actually a view of the deck. So it's not all the cards anymore. So now that the binder view, which is this grid of cards, is reusable, I can pass in different options to it. So what I'm working on is something that other people have requested, and this won't be out on Monday unless I drink a lot of coffee today. Imagine if we got rid of this left bar, so this is gone, and we split the window down the middle, and we make the cards half the size. So on the left side would be your collection of cards, and on the right side would be your deck. Similar to the view that people have requested from Magic, where it's a visual representation of your deck instead of a list. And then you can drag cards from the left to the right or the right to the left to tweak your deck that direction. So that's something that I want to add. I mean, maybe next week. I don't think I'll get to it for tomorrow. But it'll be a different way to view your decks, which will be nice. And I'm also, for tomorrow, I'm going to add a visual representation underneath the card of how many of each are in the deck. So maybe glowing dots or a number, or I might try to fan the cards a little bit behind them. We'll see. We already have the fanning if you right-click on a card. So I might be able to reuse that and tighten it up a little bit so that you would see stacks when you have multiples, which would be
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
Moving Festering Wounds to Legion will give more power to Cyber. I mean, that's good because we don't have a lot of love for Cyber right now. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just looking up things on Twitter. Cat butt.
Ah, it didn't work.
Oh, he's not there. Oh, he's back. And he's here.
Oh. So, come for the Doomtroopers, stay for the kittens. Ugh.
Mishma, so weak.
The cat ass cam, yeah. That's pretty much all we're good for. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing pretty well with my Mishma. I've been using the Mishma starter deck and winning a fair amount, so... They're not that weak. But yeah, they need some love. I mean, we have some more power cards to add, I believe.
Like what?
This warrior and all its attachments have art and symmetry immunity. You may spend 6p after any art spell is cast to negate the spell or effect. So I think that's actually doable right now with the current state of the code. Kanji's Lucky Sense. This warrior has first strike and the enemy loses first strike. Also, this warrior may negate any just played Fate card if it spends 60p after Fate is played. So that's like a miscommunication card. Although I still don't understand why Brian did this, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. Most of these cards, like this one, used to have an additional ability, but we got rid of it. Why does this do 2 things? And this does 2 things. Why isn't that separated into 4 cards? Like, why is it the warrior has first strike, enemy loses first strike, and he can negate Fate cards? I don't really understand.
If it spends 6.
Yeah, I don't understand why that's necessary. When defending, discard random attachment from opposing warrior. If opponent's warrior has first strike, the power has no effect. So we can add those in. Give a little bit of a boost at least.
We have 3 cats.
I also would like to add, and I'm open to ideas if you guys have it.
Mishma buff idea. Could Samurai carry 2 blades? Scalp, like...
I want to improve this card again. We never... The 3 powers it gives you were always placeholder. We never had time to go back and add more. So one potential thing that could be proposed is... so these cards that do 2 things, Aura could be changed to just warrior gains power immunity. And get rid of the 6 DP to cancel art spells. But then we could make the 6 DP to cancel art spells a new power that you gain through using Dao Show of the Ancient Emperors. So it reuses the ability, but in a different way. which is a little. So you would have to give your guy Dio Show and then use hit somebody with it, and then you gain a card, which could be that one. I know it's a little RNG, but that was always intentional, just to be just a little bit for fun. Samurai having 2 blades.
You said the more the merrier. Sorry for the off topic. I'm only here to be off topic. That's like my whole reason for being on this stream, so you're good with me.
I think it would be interesting to have dual wield on the Samurai. We were also playing with a different idea. You guys remember OPSE Lilith? He used to be very active and very talkative, and he suddenly vanished.
They do that.
Yeah, but he's offline vanished, not even using Discord. I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully he watches this video and he comes back on Discord. But he was trying to help with some ideas, and he had a good idea for Samurai. Now I can't remember what it was. I was trying to look it up, but I don't see it. But it would be nice to boost the Samurai because they're not very playable. I think Hatamoto is kind of playable. I could see Hatamoto gaining, becoming 2-4-3-3 instead, just to give him a little more of a reason to be used. And maybe Grey Mystic could get a boost. Not a lot of reason to play Grey Mystic over a Factory.
No.
Unless Factory becomes faction specific, and then Grey Mystic would become very popular. So we'll see. Hatamoto is the combo. Combo with what? Yojimbo or Key Powers? I really want to play with some new stuff that Doomtrooper never really had before, for the number of samurais in your discard pile, gain +1 to all stats, or something along those lines. So, maybe you discard a bunch of samurais, and then you play one, and he becomes stronger for cheap, something along those lines. I think that would be fun. Yeah, there's some nice... No, there's some decent synergy with Hatamoto, but Samurai lost its luster once we nerfed Slayer.
Why'd you do that?
Shut up. Yeah. And then why would you use Samurai versus Shogun? They're both Samurai, but he gets a buff and the other guy doesn't, so it's... Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about giving the discard ability to Valerie in the Etoile Mortant, however you want to say it, guys. So I don't want to reuse it for them and Samurai. I'll have to talk to Steve and see how he feels. You think dual wield's better than the discard ability, Thorgal? I think, and also buff the stats up a little bit for these two guys. I think 1 is kind of embarrassingly low.
What was your grandfather's name?
Etoile.
Etoile.
Well, Thorgal, I'm not saying that they would discard other guys. I'm saying that they would gain buffs from their discarded friends. So the more samurai in your discard pile, they would get a buff. So it would be a completely different ability that we haven't used. But I don't know if it's them or Valerie. It would feel better getting it. I mean, there's not a lot of reason we can't try it on both. Try it on one and see if people like it. It would be interesting, though, to let them dual wield and get the discard ability. But then they'd also have first strike. That's a lot. I think OPSE was suggesting something about Samurai getting the ability to be immune to Slayer, just by innately. So you have a little guy who negates Slayer on opponents. Could be an interesting ability as well. I think that was what it was. There's not a lot of Mishima cards remaining, though. So I could probably do a pass to get most of them in and have a complete faction and then start playing with it. The Sworn Vengeance is tricky. Play immediately after your warrior is killed in combat, because we have to add the post-combat interrupt. But yeah, I think we could do it. We're close, at least. You trying to get followers on...
I desperately am trying to organically get followers on Twitter. I'm so tired of this. It's just stuck at the same number. Forever and ever. And I hate running ads on Twitter because they never work.
How's Capital doing?
So if you're not following Doomtrooper on Twitter, please do. Because it would make me really happy. Because it's been at 9:55 forever. So we did have somebody follow like yesterday and it's 9:56 now. Oh, but I would really like to get to 1,000. Because like, come on.
It's kind of nice to see how many like faction cards are actually in. Cybertronic will be fine with augments. Imperial is kind of lacking right now. I don't hear people talking about Charger enough. I do feel like...
Whoa. Wait, +5 to shoot. 2 actions to attach. This warrior kills another while using the Charger. Convert existing action to a tactical action.
And maybe instead of...
So if you kill somebody, you get to attack again?
Maybe instead of converting an existing action, we could have the Charger grant additional action. I don't know if that card is getting used as much as... It doesn't seem to be getting used, but I'm not looking at the statistics right now. Looks like Southpaw might get cut since reserved for the vehicle update. And unfortunately, Trencher might get cut too. But we were looking at a different Imperial guy to bring in. I can't remember which one. Yeah, but we need some kind of ability for Imperial on the Klansmen to make them a little more interesting. We are trying to get them to be more...
Thanks for following.
We're trying to get the Klansmen to be more like...
Wait, your name's Justin too? That's awesome.
Whose name is Justin?
The Buck.
Oh. Yay. Like if you attack a Klansman, his like fellow Klansmen can join in. And I guess Sean probably needs a buff as well. Not quite sure what though. Thorgal says Sean works. I think Sean would work better if the Klansmen had more synergy, like a more reason to play Imperial. Yeah, it's nice because we're almost to the point where we're going to have to pick some new cards to replace the vehicle cards, possibly, and just start working on synergy.
Synergy.
Yeah. Especially Cartel. This is interesting, too. So, Commendation and Decoration. So you could get Cartel Special Forces out, and then as they kill things, you could use these to boost them even higher. It's another vehicle card. Yeah, Cartel has a ton of awards that you play immediately after you kill a warrior with higher V. And you gain a whole bunch of stats.
Oh man, Kitten is licking catnip off of himself.
Oh.
Why is there such a delay?
There's always a delay because it's wireless.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kitten. Also, so this card, the warrior is a commander. By itself, that doesn't do anything unless we make that change so that he gains the ability of adding, you know, sponsoring a card and giving him plus X to stats. But as written, this warrior is a commander, doesn't do much.
It's built into OBS.
Wait, what is SRT? I don't know what SRT is. Turn a little bit.
What? Like this?
Just slightly. That's fine.
So you can use my armrest.
What about those awards being like special cards, and they for X number of kills in your squad gain X stats?
Whoa. Okay. Link that vid for you on a previous stream.
I have the video bookmarked still. I've had a crazy busy week, so I have not had a chance to watch it. But I do have it. Whoa.
SRTs for streaming from your phone. Oh boy.
What about Nimrod MK1? That seems like it needs some sort of change as well. Keys, I am tired. I did not sleep well last night, so I am operating on coffee today. This camera's extra high today. Or I'm extra low. I don't know what's happening. For each 3 kills your squad gets, warriors gain +1 to armor. That's an interesting change. Well, okay. I think we can split the difference, Buck. So Commendation, they're all for higher V. Commendation is +3 to fight, +1 to V. Decoration is +3 to shoot, +1 to V. Hero Award is +3 to fight, shoot, armor, and V. An Honor Award is +1 to fight, shoot, and armor. They're like the same card. Like, it's kind of like the Heretic problem where every card is just like more stats. It's not unique. So I think we could split the difference, and we could do like Commendation and Decoration are like immediately you get them once, and then we could make these into support cards or keep them as conditions, but they affect the whole squad. And like you're saying, every time you kill 1 or you kill 2, it puts a counter on everybody to gain +1. I think we could definitely make that happen. Life insurance. Ooh, my voice cracked a little. Life insurance I actually coded, and now I don't remember why it didn't work. You gain the warrior's modified V at the time of death in DP. Oh, it's a play after your warrior is killed in combat. That was why. So as soon as I add the interrupt stage for that, life insurance is already done. I think it'd be something like, I like the idea of like, for each 2 warriors killed, you go up in value, but you also gain like fight and shoot +1. So it's like the more things you kill, your guys rise, which is cool. Actually, now that I say that out loud, how do you feel about a similar functionality, perhaps for Klansmen? Like, what if...
Hey, Russ. Thanks.
Hey, Russ subscribe. What about Klansmen? They lose the +3 when combating Dark Legion, but they gain like +1 or +2 to all stats for every kill they get, or +1 to all stats for every kill your Klansman gets. So maybe we might have to lower the stats from 5 a little bit, but maybe it's okay. That's not bad too. But Klansmen are like when I think of Klansmen, I think of them like a tight squad, you know? Like they all like rally together and they scream with their swords and they dive into battle against the Dark Legion. So we've been trying to come up with a way to make them like synergize as a group, which is why I kind of like that ability maybe for somebody else, like Banner Bearer. Like sacrifice Banner Bearer to remove a support card is pretty decent. But But so
Wait, they just started playing King of the Mountain.
all right.
Look, like Effie, Obama walked up and Effie hit him in the face. Oh, there he goes again. He's like, I'm king of the taco truck. Oh, is he gonna actually go?
Yeah, Horde,
Oh.
but not in the traditional sense where they just buff each other. I like.
All right, you can switch now.
I like so for every target one of your clansmen kills, all your other clansman keyword cards gain +1. So every clansman would monitor their squad's combats, and when a kill happens, they would just get +1 to their stats. So you would put out a bunch of clansmen, similar to Yojimbo, I guess. In a way, you would need a fuller board instead of just one guy. But then they would buff each other as they kill. Well, that's what we were saying, Buck, about the what you were saying about the accommodations and stuff. I think the accommodations would stay cartel, which would be what you're saying. So you'd play the accommodations and they would gain it. The difference with the clansmen would be it would be on kill. Well, I guess they're all win kill, so I guess it is kind of similar. But the idea is that the clansmen are like cheering each other on for the kills that their friends get, which is slightly different than I imagine the accommodations would be. But you're right, it is a little similar.
Littering and
Oh, I was confused by my own card. I was reading Kinsman Unite. I'm like, that sounds like an attachment. Why is it
play
a fate
on
card?
your combatant and pay 10 destiny points. The warrior adds the base fight, shoot, armor, and value of all other inferior warriors in his squad to its own base ratings. Its total value will not exceed 20. Jesus Christ. Okay. Warrior adds the base of all other inferior warriors. Jeez.
Reading that out loud too, I think maybe drop base from that card. I mean, Thorgal, you probably see that card or don't see that card more often in play, but I feel like for 10 destiny points, it should add modified stats, not base stats. Because 10 is a huge undertaking. So that needs to be like a, boom, I drop Kinsman Unite and I take down a Biogiant. So I could see dropping base from that and making it modified stats. How about you have 2 clansmen, they get Slayer. You have 3, they get Power Immunity. Ooh, that's something. Buck, is it a win card in a good way or a win card in a bad way? I don't hate that, Thorgal.
Gonna sneeze.
1 Slayer gets nothing, 2 Slayer, or Jesus, 1 Clansman gets nothing, 2 Slayers get Slayer, 3 gets Power Immunity, 4 gets, well, can't have 4. It would be nice though, so we have the unlimited keyword on Undead Legionnaire, which I'd like to either put more places or just get rid of. Because it's weird to have that functionality for 1 card. It would be cool to have more ways to break the 3 card limit. Like duplicating cards or creating cards. Like what if you had 3 clansmen in play if they gained an ability to create a new clansman and add it to your hand? Something along those lines. Like a way that they could create more clansmen, like they have so much camaraderie, they like bring in new recruits kind of thing. I don't know. That sounds like a keyword. Rally. This is interesting. What if 2 clansmen in squad, they gain rally ability. 3 clansmen in squad, they gain Slayer. 4 or more, they gain Power Immunity. something like that. So you'd have to break the limit by using the rally ability to bring in new ones in order to get to the power immunity step. And then it's in your opponent's interest to like get them out as quick as possible, because the more that they get, it gets intense. I think I like that. But their stats are still low. So is that enough? You'd have to like comparing.
You have a new co-host.
Do I? Obama, you wanna speak into the microphone? Yeah, usually, Buck, when we create cards, they get the token keyword. So it's a similar thing. But this could work either way. If it was creating it into your hand, it could create a new Klansman and put it into your hand. And maybe I'll try that.
Hey, buddy, can I have my chair back?
That's really kind of an interesting idea. Having.
This is my chair.
Does Sean have the Klansman keyword? Yeah, he does. So would they have rally by default, or would they gain rally if there were more Klansmen? Rally being an ability like one action, add a Klansman card to your hand, let's say.
I got the drugs.
Like, it would be interesting to play a single Klansman and then be able to activate him to gain another one if your other ones were already dead or annihilated. So I think rally might have to be a default. He's just
Well, I know I have
stepping
this
on shit.
catnip in my hand right here.
So speaking of this ability, I like this though. Rally is good because we've been looking for something to give Imperial that nobody else gets, and I think Rally might be a good call. But there is also, we wanted to do something similar for Immaculate Spawn. So when he kills somebody, he becomes Immaculate Fury. But then we wanted to add Immaculate Fury when he kills somebody to gain more abilities. Or stats, probably. So it could be like, when Immaculate Fury kills somebody, he gains Slayer. Because we wanted him to like keep growing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Make him a little more special. Yeah, maybe I'll spend some time tomorrow just improving Klansman, putting in the Immaculate Fury thing, changing some cards around, shift the meta a little bit. Yeah, I like that.
Meow, delicioso.
Alright, the cats are done.
Cats are never done as long as there's drugs. God, this poor cat is not going to handle this well. Great.
Oh, man.
Oh, you are so cute. You're my smushy.
Alright, well, this is good. Thorgal is our new designer, apparently.
Congrats!
I don't know if you were around, I think on like Thursday, Thorgal, but your name came up that it should be in the credits. And I agreed, so...
Oh, my.
You should have some name in the credits.
Whoa, where are you going?
At the very least, a special thanks. We'll see what else happens.
Kitten is overrunning.
All right. So anybody have any last minute questions before we go make some lunch and I finish up this deck builder update? But yeah, it's looking like the deck builder foundation will go live on Monday with a whole bunch of changes to Imperial and Immaculate Furies, maybe even Undead Legionnaires.
Ooh. Fancy.
Side note, I kind of feel like Praetorian Stalker isn't right, even though that's how Brian designed it for 2nd edition. I almost feel like the duplication should happen to something like the Undead Legionnaire, or the Stalker should do something else synergy-wise. I don't know. There's something missing with Undead Legionnaire and Praetorian Stalker. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, what?
All right.
He does okay.
Yeah. Necrovisual Link. For 2 actions, you can look at your opponent's hand for 10 seconds. We'd have to remove the 10 seconds part, but because you already have your turn timer.
How would you even code that? Like, how would you even show the other hand? Like,
it would actually, something I was looking at Magic is when your opponent has seen your card, it puts a little eyeball icon on the card that lets you know your opponent has seen it. I like the idea of something like that. So if you played this card, it would just tell the server that every card in his hand is now visible, and then maybe it would just flip those cards in his hand or something along those lines. So we'd change it so like you now can see those cards, and any new cards he draws would be flipped down, of course, but the ones that aren't would be flipped up. It's a decent amount of change.
Have fun programming that.
I mean, it's not hard. It's just right now we just send the IDs of cards of your opponent's cards because we don't want you to see who they are.
Yeah.
We'd have to change it to sometimes send full card data if they've been seen, and then the client would have to know to flip them.
And you're saying that's no big deal?
I mean, it's not like super easy.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's what I'm saying. It seems like a big deal as far as coding goes.
Oh, he's kind of immune to reassignment because your opponent gives you +1 Praetorian. Yeah, that's interesting. Also, I think Necromutant Frenzy is kind of not worth ever using. So if you guys have any ideas for that one, I've been wanting to make...
It's too bad. He's got cool leather pants on.
Yeah.
Red leather pants.
Like, Necromutant just buffs your other Undead Legionnaires, so why would you want him to have first strike?
The art is great. It is. It really is. It's some fucking cool art. He looks like he would eat your intestines.
The first instinct I have, which I don't know if it's good or bad, would be, like, you activate it, or it becomes a fake card, I don't know, and it just fills your squad with Necromutants. But, because then they would all buff an Undead Legionnaire.
Terrifying.
But it's still not good enough. There's something, like, the synergy's not quite there with Necromutant. It was there, like, in the original alpha when the AI would just play a Horde deck, like, Necromutant was fine, but...
Yeah.
In, like, actual play, unless we made the Necromutant, like, add +4 to Undead Legionnaires, and then Necromutant Fury could create more Necromutants. I don't know.
Frenzy, not Fury.
Frenzy, sorry. Also, I know I keep saying this sentence, but playing some Magic to see how they did stuff, I learned a lot of really good techniques. One thing they do really well is something like Razide when he dies. We made him change into Razide Remains. We could, alternatively, with that and Luna Memorial Hospital, he could go to the discard pile, and you could show cards next to your hand that are in your discard pile that are playable. So I thought Magic did that really well, and it was cool. So your hand shows up here, and then cards in your discard pile show up next to it, and you can play them to return them back to your hand. So that would free up space for influence cards while these cards are in your discard pile if you don't want to bring them back, which is interesting.
Don't make fun of me. I swear to God, there's other pictures where Razides are like blue.
There is a picture of them, and they look blue. It might just be the lighting, though.
Okay. It's that one of the group of them. There's like the group of them walking. They definitely look blue in that artwork.
I mean, the name Necromutant too, if we're going to play with discard functionality, I feel like he could be playable from your discard pile. Or something along those lines to bring him back from the dead. Might be a good play as well.
Okay, so like many streams later, by the way, my Growlithe, or it's an Arcanine rather, is still shooting stars and hearts.
Well, you should figure out what that means.
I tried. I googled it. I got nothing. But I'm special.
Buff Undead Legionnaire. If they wound a warrior, the warrior changes into a useless Undead Legionnaire. I like that. Does it change into an Undead Legionnaire so there's no way to change back? Or is it like an attachment that the card gets that makes him into a useless Undead Legionnaire, and if you clear the attachment, he can return back to another state? I think that's the thing that I'd have to figure out to do an ability like that. Also, it sounds like Undead Legionnaires don't really need the unlimited keyword. Like, it doesn't do much. But I agree, it's a skill to wound somebody with the Undead Legionnaire. Zombie style, no going back. I think if Undead Legionnaire had that ability and Necromutant gave them like +4, then we might start seeing the Necromutant be playable. And then Necromutant Frenzy could do something like bringing back Undead Legionnaires or bringing back Necromutants from the dead. I don't know. You think that's OP? +4 is OP? I don't know, I just want people to use the Necromutant again. I don't want him to be a useless card. We'll see. Ugh. All right. Damn it. So close. So close. Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Oh, it's so delayed.
I
I
know.
can hear them fighting behind me.
Oh!
He's like, fuck you, I'm king of the mountain right now.
Oh boy. All right. So I'm gonna go break up this cat fight and give some thought to these buffs. Thorgal, if you have some good starter decks for me, let me know the name of them.
They're just staring each other down. Look at Effie. Oh, hold on, wait for it.
There's a delay, but wait for it. It's coming. Oh!
Oh my god.
You just fucking decked
Ducked
him.
him twice in the face.
I guess I saw his face flicker.
Look at Effie's tail. He's just like...
Alright, I'm gonna go take the dog out and make some lunch, but thank you guys for hanging out. We'll have the new deck builder and some card changes going live tomorrow, and then next week we'll be working on something fun on the stream. I'm not sure what yet.
Hold on, look. They're about to... No, okay, no hitting, just we're posturing. We're standing up now.
Yeah. King of the Mountain, man. That's the name of the game. All right, so that's it. Say bye. Say bye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
Say bye, kittens. Meow.
They're too busy fighting.
Wait for them. And there they are. All right, see you guys.
Bye, everybody.
I'll be on Discord if you have more nerf suggestions and stuff. So we'll see. Weekly cat commentating stream. All right, see ya.